Hello friends, so the point of this video is to teach you a new tool and show you how you can take a video that you've created in Screencastify or really anywhere and turn that into an experience that is interactive for kids. So if that's your thing, please follow along on this fabulous journey. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate to edpuzzle.com. Okay, so edpuzzle.com, and when you get there, it's going to ask you, you're allowed to log in with Google. You're going to see that we have a tool that at first glance you're like, what the heck is this, right? But I want you to quickly go down to where it says My Content, and you're going to be able to see that you can easily start integrating the videos that you have. Now, what's cool about Edpuzzle is it can be content that you've created, or it could be any content that already exists on YouTube, Khan Academy, Nat Geo, any of these things that you see down here. These are all popular channels that people search. So if I wanted to just find content that already existed, awesome. I can search YouTube for that right here within this tool. So I could find whatever it is that I'm interested in, or Khan Academy. But for today's video, we're going to be talking about how to use one of your own videos that you've created. So for me, I have created quite a few videos in Google Drive using Screencastify. So I'm going to, again, be on the My Content tab and hit Add Content right here. And you're going to see that when I hit that, it's going to ask me if I want to create a video or upload a video. I'm just going to select Upload a Video, and I'm going to choose my Google Drive. Now, the first time you do this, it's going to ask you to allow it to find your videos in Google Drive, and just hit allow. And from here on out, you'll get a pop-up like this, and you can see within here, I have all sorts of videos, all the different videos that I have in my Google Drive right now are showing up. So these are all things I've created at different times. If I wanted to turn one of these videos into an interactive video, I'm just going to need to select which one I want to use. They have a nice search feature in here, so let's go ahead and we will search for feedback, because maybe I want to make an interactive video that's all about feedback, and and I'm going to choose this video as the one that I would like to make interactive. So feedback tables in Google Docs. And once I select that, you'll see that it pops up and it will say preparing. It will take a little while to prepare. So I did that ahead of time. I went ahead and added this in so that we could go ahead and edit this. So this is the same thing. I just took it from Drive. And you'll see that when I have this video in, along the bottom right hand side, I have some options here. So I'm going to choose edit because I haven't really done much with this. As the video is playing,
okay, so
I can watch through that
table document, a docs feedback table,
and get to a point where I would like to add something that is going to become interactive for my students. Okay, so let me pause right here. So if this is the point where I would like for this to be interactive, then what I'm able to do is choose between cut, voiceover, or questions. So a cut would be like if you want to trim a part of that out. That's not what we're into right now. So here, I want to actually create a question. So I've just turned this into questions. Again, it's paused at the 15-second mark. I can click and drag this to go wherever I need it to be. But we'll just put this right here. And I get a choice between whether or not I want this to be a multiple choice question or an open-ended question. So for this, I'm going to create an open-ended question. And you'll see it's as simple as me doing this. Why is feedback important? Okay, and so I write my question in there. If I need to add images or anything special with my fonts, I can do that. I can also drop links into these as well, which is really handy. And I'm going to hit save. And now I'm going to see a little marker that tells me, hey, something special happens here. You've got a question that you're asking. So we'll go ahead and continue on in our video. And let's say this is a really important part here. I'm going to pause right here because this is the next spot where I would like to create something interactive for my kids. In this section, I'm going to create a multiple choice question. You'll see, just like many other question creation tools, I've got the same options here, right? I type my question in the first box. So can you create a link to student projects? So that's what this is all about. Yes is my correct answer. No is my incorrect. If I need to adjust these, you can see I can click the X means not correct. The check means correct. If I want to add more answer choices here, I can do that. I can also use images if I need to in this for my answer choices. And I'll hit save. And the video will continue.
Excuse me. And
nice sneeze right there.
Be able to
I can find my next point at which I want to use this. And if I want to just make a note to kids right here, I can do that as well. That will pause the video automatically for them and point out whatever I'm specifically trying to point out. So it's making a little note. I can do this using text here. So I'm just going to say what I'm talking about in the video. Using bullets is great for feedback tables. All right. And I can save that. Or if I wanted to, I could even do a voiceover note. So it will pause the video, add a little voiceover clip of whatever you're trying to really point out, and it will add that in there. To do that, you just hit here, allow it to use your mic, and now it's recording whatever I'm saying. So I stop, and you get your mic, and now it's recording whatever I'm saying. Okay, so that's my special little note that I've just created here. I'm going to hit save. The last thing I want to just point out to you is you can inject a voiceover at any point as well. So if you were just showing something and you forgot to say something in your video and you want to add a voiceover at any point, you can do that right here. Really simple. Again, it's this point. I can start recording and add a voiceover. This is also useful if you're using like a YouTube clip and you're not real keen on what you like the video, but you're not keen on what's being said in the video. A voiceover could make that really, really nice and make it whatever you need it to be saying. So I'm going to hit finish, and we'll see now that it has given me these different stop points. So when we're watching through this video, what this ends up looking like is it's going to come to the point
so
where I added that question.
For this is you create.
It's going to pop up for the kid. This is exactly what the student would see. They would type in their answer. They would hit submit. All right. We're pretty much good to go in that sense. Now, I'm going to go back to my content page here, and you'll see that I can get right back into that right away if I need to. I don't know which one of these is actually the right one. I think it's this. Yes. So at any point I want to go back to this and assign it at a later time, I can get back in just by going to my content. So I'm going to click the assign option, and I can choose to assign this to a particular class that I would like to do, or I can use public links. So if you're just using this for formative assessment, you can just go over here to the top where it says public links, copy this link, and then when you give this to a student to view, so when they go to do this themselves, you'll see it'll take them straight to your video with your interactive pop-up questions. The kids would be able to do those.
Just use the webcam recording portion.
It pops up for them. They hit submit. Life is good. Okay, do I want to create blah, blah, blah. So they would answer whatever and hit submit, and it would tell me if I got it right or wrong. So remember, I switched that in the directions, and then they can go back and rewatch that section if they missed that, which is kind of cool. So that is the gist of Edpuzzle and how you can take the videos that you've created and turn those into something that your kids can actually interact with and feel like they're completing and following along with each other as a class. I hope this is helpful. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this.